Hey there guys, welcome to Debbie J TV. I am Debbie and I'm starting my series today on the excuses that you can use to not start a YouTube channel, and not necessarily your excuses. These are going to be on my excuses, and I had several of them. So I thought I would create a series on how to overcome those excuses, and today is excuse number one. The very first thing I mentioned to my son when I decided to start my YouTube channel was my friends are gonna laugh at me. And he told me what he always tells me: your friends laugh at you anyway, so why would you let that stop you? And it's true. I mean, why would you? Because if you stop and think about it, especially for those of you that are parents, you know we laugh at our kids, okay? All the silly things that they do, even if they fall, if they stumble, if they trip, we laugh about it. We think it's funny, we think it's cute. And somewhere in our life it became not so cute, you know. I'm guessing somewhere around middle school. That's where most people start getting super self-conscious and, oh gosh, people, yeah, I don't want them to laugh at me, and what are they gonna say? And I totally get it. At that age, you're trying to find your footing. You're trying to figure out who you are and what you want to become. And you're going to school with a bunch of other kids that are doing the same damn thing, right? They're trying to figure out who they are and get their footing. And a lot of times with kids, especially at those age groups, you know, in order to make themselves feel better, they start talking crap about other people, or they laugh at other people because then, you know, they're hoping people don't laugh at them so much because they become the cool ones. You know, I know there's a lot of younger people that are out here doing videos on YouTube because there's the whole 13 to 17 crowd, but the bottom line is so many people, the majority, I think, out here are adults, okay? So at what point do you become the adult and stop worrying and stop caring about what other people think about you? So what if they laugh? Okay, let me tell you something. Number one, you're not gonna know they're laughing because they're at the other end of the camera, they're at their house, and the only way you're even gonna know is if they leave a comment, okay? If you absolutely can't handle somebody putting ha 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 in the comments, then hire somebody else to read the comments for you. Have them screen out the things that are going to bother you. What I would suggest as a better way to go is figure out who you are. Know who you are walking into this environment, okay? Because then it won't matter what people say about you, because if you know and have the confidence of being the person that you want to be, it won't matter what other people say. Another point to consider when you're worried, if you are one of those people that are worried that people are going to laugh at you out here on the platform, okay? They're too concerned. Most people out there are too concerned about what people are saying and talking about in regards to them to care about what you're doing one way or the other. Now, granted, people who watch YouTube videos, hey, they're gonna sit at home, they're gonna watch the videos, and they're gonna be able to pause and slow-mo and critique. Number one, if somebody has that much time on their hands in their own life, they're not doing what they should be doing for themselves, you shouldn't be concerning yourselves about them anyway, okay? Just ignore those people altogether. But like I said, you know, how many times have you sat in a room, if you're one of those folks, let's say you're a shy person, if you're one of those people who have sat in a room before, classroom at school, classroom in college, even a business meeting. If you sat in a business meeting and you were concerned about what somebody at the other end of the table or what somebody across the table was thinking about, okay, keep in mind when those thoughts come through your head, that guy that's at the end of the table or the gal that's on the other side of the table across from you is sitting there thinking the same thing and wondering what everybody in the room is thinking about them. It'll make it a lot simpler if you just keep that in mind when you're worried about whether people might laugh. Something else to think about, okay? Are the people that you're concerned that may laugh at you, are they the ones that are going to pay your bills? Are they the ones that are going to raise your kids? Are they the ones that are going to put food on your table and take care of you for the rest of your life? Or are they going to be sitting in their own homes worried about how to feed their families? If you want to do YouTube as a business and generate an income and create a lifestyle, then stop worrying about whether people are going to laugh at you, because you know what? It's okay. If this does what you want it to do and you go after the life that you want, they're going to be sitting at home watching YouTube videos, and you're going to be out living your life with your loved ones and making sure that you are financially taken care of for a lifetime. And the thing is, as a creative, okay, which you are if you're out here creating, as a creative, are you doing this for you, or are you doing this for the people who laugh at you? Okay, are you doing it for those people who might laugh at you? Or are you creating something for yourself? I mean, that's the bottom line. Most of us get out here because you want to do something for you. So do it. And hey gang, if you're getting any use out of this video at all, please hit the subscribe button down below, hit the bell icon next to it. That way you're going to get the rest of the videos in my series that I'm doing, because we have a few more excuses to go over, because don't we as humans come up with a ton of excuses. Now, here's the thing. If you've made it this far, you've gone through all the information about how to overcome this particular excuse, and you're still worried about whether or not you're going to pull it off because you've still got that little nagging fear in the back of your head that says, I don't know if I can deal with people laughing at me. Here's what I want you to do. Grab a pen and paper. Make a list of every single thing that could possibly happen if somebody said this or did this or laughed or made this comment or that comment, like the very worst things that could happen. And then when you're done writing it all down, take a look at the list, go through each one and answer the question. In any of those scenarios, did somebody die? Is somebody bleeding? Is somebody hospitalized? Because chances are, I can't imagine. I can't think of one thing that there would be a yes answer to that. But if you guys come up with one, I'm definitely going to have to think through that. I may have to reconsider this whole YouTube thing. But I don't believe you're going to come up with any. So make the list, write it down, and see what you come up with, because that's the worst that's going to happen. And listen, for those of you that are parents, you and I both know this is the thing that you're telling your kids when they get laughed at school. Sit and write down what you would tell your child if people were laughing at them and making fun of them at school, because they still got to go to school every day. You don't have to be on YouTube, but if you want to, treat it the same way as your kids have to go to school. What would you be telling your kids if there were kids at school that were making fun of them? Because you're going to go through it. All right? That's really all that it comes down to, guys. So stay tuned for number 2 in our series, and I will be back to discuss the next excuse that I had come up with. So until next time, gang, life is short. So get out there and make the life that you want happen. All right?